It's not going to be a free and fair. Wike didn't mean free and fair. So I don't expect politics to be free and fair. But I told them I didn't come to joke. I made them understand that I came here to fight.
You understand what I'm saying? Who is the E-rat inside INEC that gave that certified true copy to Dave Omahi? Because
good day, welcome to Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. My name is Angelo, your anchor, and this is another episode of What is Trending. First on the block, without wasting much of your time, Hollywood star Tonto Dikeh, as I showed you in the introduction there, some of you might be so amused and amazed too over the fact that Tonto Dikeh is all of a sudden talking politics. Why? Now, a Nollywood star Tonto Dikeh has dragged former Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State for not allegedly winning elections fairly. That is a very, very grave allegation to make on a former governor, Tonto Dikeh. I must warn you. The actress previously ran for the office of the Deputy Governor of Rivers State under the platform of the African Democratic Congress, the ADC. In an interview, she dragged former Governor Nyesom Wike alongside lots of politicians and even mentioned names where she accused Governor Nyesom Wike of rigging elections. Without much ado, let me give you a brief cutaway from that video so you would listen, watch and see how the actress now turned politician dragged out her governor, that's former Governor Nyesom Wike, over electoral or election matters. Watch this.
It's not going to be a free and fair. Wike didn't mean free and fair. So I don't expect politics to be free and fair, you know, but I expect that someone said something yesterday. He said having a lion's heart requires taking the lion's share. I don't care what they think about my position. I will keep having the lion's share, whether it's my life, personal life, or whether it's politics. I'm here to stay, and they have no choice but to accept it. I contested for Deputy Governor of Rivers State under ADC, and I saw how the older politicians perceived me like, oh, this girl, you came to joke. But I told them I didn't come to joke. I made them understand that I came here to fight. I might not have won, but it will go down in history that I contested against Wike or Wike's boys or the other big shot that I contested against. And one of the reasons why they look down on us, I was trying to get to a point, is because we lack leadership. They don't see what they think they should be seeing in us. And they're not totally wrong. They're not totally wrong. I saw what happened in the NSAS. There was no form of leadership. There was no form. I personally did not want to indulge in that because one of the things I learned is resilience. Resilience, never giving up. I didn't win. But I'm sure after 4 years they'll forget about me and say, oh, she's not going to come back. But I'm going to come back. Every 4 years I'm going to come back. I will come back and I'll be in their faces until they know. I will be coming back every time to contest. The chances are high. The chances are high and the chances are slim because politics is different.
Okay, that was that, and I hope alongside all of us here at Nation's Voice Tower, I must tell you that I was so shocked too to see Tonto Dikeh talk politics. Although I followed her for a while and I knew that sometime some months ago she ran for the office of the Deputy Governor of Rivers State. I must tell you, Tonto, it's a very, very long way to success and to the Rivers State Government House. So you should also tighten your belt well, because this is not the theater, neither is this a stage where you act movies. So for you to really delve into politics, you must really have overrated yourself so well. I'm not writing you off though. That on that particular update. Secondly, now on very serious matters, the People's Democratic Party has suspended former secretary to the federal government, Anyim Pius Anyim, former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose, former Governor of Katsina State Ibrahim Shema, and one Mr. Dennis Yava, and then Anslam Alihu from its Benue and Zamfara States chapter respectively, with immediate effect. This is news update, news flash, let me say, reaching our tables few minutes ago, and I thought it wise to share it with our viewers at Nation's Voice Tower. It added that Benue State Governor Samuel Otom has been referred to the People's Democratic Party National Disciplinary Committee for alleged anti-party activities. That is that on that update. But I would say outrightly that if Otom has been referred to the PDP National Disciplinary Committee for anti-party activities allegedly, then what happens to the rest of the G5? Are they untouchable? Talking about Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, and then Nyesom Wike of Rivers State. Then we have Okeze Ipazu of Abia State, and then Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State. What has happened to his colleagues in the G5 if he is only referred to the disciplinary committee for anti-party activities? I think the PDP Publicity Secretary, Mr. Dabo, should have this to answer alongside the acting chairman of the PDP, Alhaji Demagung. So please, we should see these people too being called out, not just Samuel Otom and a host of a few. That is that on that order that I said before. Finally, I would love to go straight to Ebonyi State, where David Umahi, former governor of Ebonyi State, has been dragged out by a group on his alleged possession of original sheets of collated results from the IREF. Results of the same election that he contested under of course, normal umbrella of the All Progressive Congress for the House of Reps. Now, this is so serious, I must tell you. So, aside the fact that this particular allegation is alarming, this group called upon the new IGP, the new Inspector General of Police, to put a few names in his watch list. And I tell you what, they named the names of these politicians because of the fact that David Umahi was allegedly caught or seen with purported or alleged IREV reports. That is a very grave allegation. And this IREV report was signed, sealed by the commission. Is this not fraud? A high level of fraud in this. Let me allow you watch a brief cutaway from that press conference granted from this group that dragged out former Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State. Stay tuned. More analysis when we come back.
You understand what I'm saying? Who is the ERAT inside INEC that gave that certified true copy to David Umahi? Because you know why? Tell the IGP that we're happy that you rightly call yourself a lion. Please, Mr. Lion, there are a lot of problems that you need to tackle. In fact, you are lucky that those who are creating the problems are ordinary rats. They are E-rats. One of those E-rats are in INEC. Fish them out and devour them. Devour them like a hungry lion that you said that you are. Luckily, the fellow who was a governor is not like a governor, so he doesn't have immunity. He doesn't have immunity. You know, someone like Sam or Tom, that was like a small lamb that was confronting a giant, Buhari, that was backing armed Fulani herdsmen that were killing people. It was only one person that was confronting him. If not that the guy had immunity, they would have finished him since. But you can see what happened to him. As soon as his immunity drops, they grabbed him, and luckily for him, maybe because Buhari is no longer on seat, that's why he could walk out of EFCC smiling. I don't think he will be smiling if Buhari was the one that was the head of state. So what I'm saying is this: David Umahi does not have immunity. If he has a case to answer, this IGP who is acting should swiftly arrest him and should quickly investigate. If he's indicted, arrest him, prosecute him. And don't stop at just this particular matter, because this is a sign, it's an early warning system that we are serving on the IGP's office. They have the resources, they have the human resources to uncover other similar cases all over the country in all of the tribunals. It will not take rocket science for the IGP's office to coordinate and nose around, like maybe they can borrow the skill of the journalist and nose around for those material evidence that shows that so many people are in office today and trying to remain in office using fraudulent means. There's no difference between anybody doing that if the person is clearly indicted, if the allegations are true, if the allegations have merit. There is no difference between a person who gets into Senate through fraudulent means and a Yahoo boy who uses his mother for ritual. There's no difference to stay in power. We have already addressed what we call a comprehensive agenda that we tabled for all the service chiefs. But the IGP have more work to do than every other of those new service chiefs. By the way, Mr. President has not completed his job. He just sacked and left one person. What is happening with the DG of DSS? So, well, that is not even the story. The story today is that the IGP has a responsibility to protect democracy, constitutional democracy, that is coming under threat by politicians who use crooked means to manipulate their way into their respective political offices. And a case that has emerged is an allegation against the former governor of Ebonyi State that he allegedly obtained a forged document from INEC. We are not saying that the governor forged the document. Of course, the governor does not work in INEC office. Of course, somebody may have done that for different intentions. So it is the responsibility of the office of the IGP to investigate and uncover the E-rats. We are certain that there are E-rats. Like the way you have church rats, there are E-rats, and they are very deadly. It's not just the chairman of INEC that everybody should be accusing that he misled Nigerians and did not deliver his solemn pledge to give us free, fair, transparent, and peaceful election, but he delivered the opposite, a hijacked and a stolen election. The IGP, we're not asking him to go and investigate items that were tendered by the president. He will not do that because the president just gave him an appointment and he's just acting. So he's acting at the mercy of Mr. President, who will influence his confirmation or his whatever, either by the Senate or whatever that is going to happen when the president will decide to confirm him or the Senate will confirm him or whatever. So, but this one concerns the lawmaking process, that somebody who is in the Senate allegedly got a document that is believed to have been forged by the written, what do you call it now? A supporting document that emanated from INEC saying, actually, this is the real result. Because when there was a problem between the parties that were before that tribunal, the former governor of Ebonyi State, who was returned as the winner of that election, Senate in Ebonyi State, and the Labour Party candidate who is the applicant before the tribunal, the first one that went to INEC to apply for CDC to obtain the relevant documentary evidence of the results of the election from those contested polling units, got CTC, from INEC. The governor himself, the former governor, also went to INEC and got a document, but the one that the governor parade is forged. Going by the admission of INEC that said the one we gave to Mr. A is the one that is authentic. So a petition has already been sent to IGP's office, calling on his office, on him to investigate if there are merits in the allegations that there were manipulations within INEC. And there are possibilities that several other cases of alterations, forgeries, and the rest of them may have occurred and may even still be occurring as we speak. He needs to put an end to that.
All right, all said and done, I will say outrightly that I hope you really enjoyed the updates I brought to your table, because if you ask me, I will tell you that these updates are shaking the political periphery right now. They are shaking the political scenery, and we all are grazing our feet and putting our hands together with our fingers crossed and our heads up to see the outcome of this particular updates, especially the one that has David Umahi being dragged out for alleged possession of Beaver's reports. I brought you an update earlier that there was a ploy in the commission, the INEC commission, let me say, of alleged INEC staff possessing duplicates of IREV reports and Beaver's reports. This particular allegation is yet to be confirmed by the Commission's chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, and other national secretaries, just like Festus Okoye, and so on and so forth, and all of that. So we'll see what the IGP will do about this, if an investigation will be launched over airing politicians. That is that. Keep a date with me in my next content. See you next time. Bye.